Welcome to another Throwback Thursday video. This time we're covering the original Legend of Zelda. It was the first adventure game I played as a kid, and I just remember it being so tough. But that's because I didn't know where all the secrets were. It turns out there's stuff hidden all over Hyrule, and most of it you can get to before you get into the first dungeon. If you go around and collect all the things first, then the game's not nearly as difficult, and that's what we're going to go over today. I'm going to show you where you can find all the money to buy all these things. I'm going to show you where to find the blue ring, the white sword, medicine bottles, heart containers, the fast travel system, the power bracelet, how you can get through the Lost Woods, the big shield and the best place to buy it. I'm going to show you how to force bomb drops from enemies. There's so much to go over, we need to just jump right in. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and obey. Now let's talk about the merchants of Hyrule.
Got something that might interest you.
That was not the merchant I had in mind. Meet our first merchant, Pykel.
Oh my god, and his name's Pykel!
Pykel just realized that people in Hyrule are dying to Zora attacks because they don't have magical shields. And Pykel here has tons of magical shields, so this gives him a good idea. Pykel looks for a nice little area, finds a little cave in the side of the wall and thinks, great, this is where I'm gonna open Pykel's Magical Shield Shop, where you can get everything you need to protect yourself from those pesky Zora attacks. Inside, he opens up this beautiful boutique shop where he can sell his magical shields for 160 rupees. Starts to become a very rich man and decides, I better open up some more shops. So he picks 3 nice spots around Hyrule to set up his fancy new magical shield shops. Now let's meet our next merchant, Trykel. Trykel wanders into Pykel's magic shield shop and sees that he's selling for 160 rupees each. So he wanders out and says, I got tons of magic shields. I'm just gonna head over to this cave here, and then I'll set up my own shop. Trykel's Magic Shield Shop. And in here, Trykel's selling his shields for only 130 rupees. And to keep up with the competition, Trykel's going to open shops here at the beach, over here under the Gerudo Desert, and up here above the Twin Lakes. So Pykel and Trykel decide they're going to have a little meeting. And Pykel's like, what the hell, dude? How you going to come around and take my game? But Trykel says, listen, competition is good for the competitive market. We just need more things to sell so we can keep ripping off the adventurers. Look, here, you take these keys. When new adventurers come into your shop, they're gonna think they need to buy these keys to get into dungeons, when really they're just laying around on the floor inside the dungeons. You'll make a killing. And I'll sell these arrows. People will buy them thinking that they've got a new weapon, only to realize they can't use them until they find a bow which is down in some dungeon. And then once they do find the bow, they gotta wire me 1 rupee every time they shoot it. And Pykel decides that this is gonna be the beginning of a beautiful relationship. But then something happened neither of them expected. Let's meet our third merchant, Michael. Michael has a normal name, and he's out walking by Twin Lakes when he thinks, you know what? I'm gonna open my own shop. Michael's Magic Shield Shop. Let's go inside and check it out. Inside Michael's shop, he's going to be selling the shield for only 90 rupees, plus you can get his world famous barbecue, which is kind of expensive, and you can pick up hearts here. And now he's the best place in town to pick up a magic shield. Now Michael needs to get his 3 shops up and running. He does one on the south side of Twin Lakes right here, and he's going to set up a shop on the north coast of Twin Lakes right here. And his 3rd shop he's going to put on the east side of Kokori Forest right here, by the entrance to dungeon number 2. Word gets out very quickly, and soon, Pykel and Trykel come along, and they're like, what the hell, man? This guy thinks just because he's got a normal name, he can come in and push us out of business? Well, I got an answer for that too. Pykel says, I'm gonna block the entrance of his shop with this. A tree.
F you, Pykel! You're a f***ing piece of
Trykel's like, a tree? Yeah, and here's why, says Pykel, because I just started selling this candle. It's the only way to get through a tree. Now anyone trying to go to Michael's shop has to stop by my shop first to buy a candle. And then Trykel's like, okay, I get it. So he heads up to the north side of Twin Lakes, where Michael's other shop is, and he decides to block the entrance of his shop with rocks. Because the only way to get through these rocks are with bombs. And guess which merchant just started selling bombs? But Michael's underground shops thrive, so he opens up a secret one over here, on the west side of Twin Lakes where these statues are. And you're not gonna need any candles or bombs to open up the secret entrance. Just go touch the statue in the middle of the top row to reveal the stairs. Inside, this is the only place in the game where you can pick up the blue ring for a whopping 250 rupees. Now let's see what we've learned so far. Pikel's shops are going to be the only shops you're going to be able to find a blue candle in. His keys are garbage and you don't need to buy them, and it's the worst place to get a magic shield. Trikel's shop is the only one you're going to be able to find the arrows at. You won't need to pick up his bombs because enemies drop bombs in this game, and the magic shield here is still a ripoff. Michael's hands down got the best deal for a magic shield, so stop by his shop when you're ready for one. And his secret shop is the only place in the game where you're going to be able to pick up the blue ring. And if all this merchant talk is starting to sound kind of familiar, it's because this story is literally what the three brothers from the Deathly Hallows is based off of.
I don't know about that.
This confusing old man lives down in dungeon number 8, in the room next to the boss. His cryptic message of 10th enemy has the bomb is actually referring to the rule of 10. The rule of 10 refers to a counter system that's hidden in the game. First, the counter starts at 0, and when it gets to 10, it'll reset to 0. Second, each time you kill an enemy, the counter will increase by 1. When you kill one of the enemies in this game, there's a chance that they might drop something, and that chance is random. But if they are going to drop something, what they drop is not random. It depends on two different things. A, who that enemy is, and B, where the rule of 10 counter is at. So we're going to focus on two different enemies. First, the blue Octorok, and second, the blue Moblin. If you kill either of these two enemies, and they're going to drop something, and killing them makes that rule of 10 counter either go to 1, 6, or 8, what they drop is going to be a bomb. Other enemies drop bombs too, but I'm focusing on these two because you can find them in the beginning of the game, over in this area here. Now let's head down to the scene and check it out.
Check it out!
Okay, so let's count it off together. Ready with the counter? That's our first kill. On to the next screen, we'll get our second kill and our third kill. Looks like on this screen we have 4 more Octorok to deal with. That makes the kill counter up to 5, that one's 6, and this one will bring it to 7. Now the next kill will be counter 8, so we want to make sure it's the blue Octorok. Boom, death shot, counter number 8, and he dropped the bomb. Now let's do the same thing, but I haven't killed anyone yet. Our first kill is going to be a blue Octorok, which makes the counter go to 1, and look, he dropped bombs. Now since we're already here, let's get kills number 2, then we're going to need to go up a screen to get kill number 3, kill number 4, and kill number 5. Then we need to head back down because we want that blue Octorok to be kill number 6. And if he happens to drop something, it's going to be bombs, which means we're going to be up to 8 bombs at the beginning of the game. Okay, well that was cool to learn about the bomb drops, but that still doesn't explain what this crazy old man is talking about when he says the 10th enemy has the bomb. And that's because he's talking about forced drops. That's right, it's time for more rules.
I have all these rules.
This rule has a part A and a part B. So first, if you kill 10 enemies without taking damage, and that enemy would drop an item, that item will be a blue rupee. And if you killed that enemy with a bomb, the item dropped will instead be bombs. Let's check it out. Okay, so now let's put all of these rules that we've learned together and take advantage of them to get some bombs. First we'll kill an Octorok on this screen, and then on this screen there's 4 more Octorok we can kill, and that's going to put our counter up to 5. Then we'll move to the next screen because we want counter number 6 to be a blue Octorok, and if he doesn't happen to drop it, that's okay, we can turn around and kill a red Octorok for number 7, and then another blue Octorok for number 8. There we go, number 6 didn't drop, so there's 7, here's 8, we got our bombs. And since we haven't taken damage yet, take advantage of the other rule. We'll kill one of these Octorok, that's number 9, and then make sure to kill number 10 here with a bomb, and then his force drop is going to be bombs. Red Octorok don't drop bombs, but the 10th enemy has the bomb. Now before we go any further, let's talk about where we can get a drink around here. There's 10 different places around Hyrule where we're going to be able to get some booze. 7 of them are going to be liquor stores, and the other 3 are going to be Grandpa's secret wine cellars. Some of these liquor stores are out in the open for you to find easily and just walk right in, but the other liquor stores and Grandpa's wine cellars are all going to need bombs or candles to get to. So let's take a look at the northeastern corner of Hyrule, because over here we're going to be able to find a wine shop, Grandpa's house, which we'll need to get into the wine shops, and one of Grandpa's secret wine cellars. When you get to this liquor store, we're going to need to bomb this wall here to head inside. Once inside, the old lady's gonna say, "What are you, crazy? I'm not selling you booze. You're like 12 years old. Get out of my shop, dude." So we're gonna have to find another way. That's okay, we got an answer for that too. Just head over next door to Grandpa's house. Go inside, give him this letter and tell him, "Hey, this is for me to go on a school field trip. I just need you to sign it and I can get out of here." And he's like, "Oh sure, no problem." But really, the note says, "Please let my grandson buy booze for me. It's not for him." So now we're gonna head back to the old lady at the liquor store, give her the note, and she's like, "Well, it's 1984. That sounds about right. Sure, go ahead and buy some booze. Just make sure you take it home to your grandpa." And she's got 2 flavors to choose from, Merlot and Peanut Noir. This is gonna be great. Now let's bust open one of Grandpa's wine cellars. We're gonna need a bomb to do this. And inside there's 2 things to pick from, but you can only have one, and the other one disappears forever. So while you could have this bottle of wine, sure, you should pick up this heart. It permanently increases your health.
But no way, Jose. It tastes like fruit.
You're gonna take the wine, aren't you? It's also worth mentioning that if you go to Grandpa to get him to sign your letter, but you have wine in your inventory, then he's not gonna give you that letter. You know why? Because you've been very nardy. Okay, so let's see. We're gonna need a blue candle. Plus we're gonna need arrows. And we're gonna need a blue ring. That's the most expensive item in the game. Don't forget your big shield. And now we have bottles of wine. How the heck am I supposed to afford all this? I said, "Hey, dirty, baby, I got your money, don't you worry." I said, "Hey, baby, I got your money." There's caves like this all over Hyrule that have rupees in them. It's just a secret to everybody, and I'm gonna show you where they're at. Some caves, like these 4, only have 10 rupees inside. Other caves, like these 7, have 30 rupees inside. But the best caves, the one that we're gonna go over, are these 3, because each one has 100 rupees inside. The first cave we're gonna check out is in this area here, where the water meets the land in the southeastern shore. Here is where Grandpa's wine cellar is. If you head north 1 screen from there, look for this bush and then set it on fire with your candle, that's where we're gonna find a cave. And inside that cave is where we're gonna find a rupee worth 100 rupees. Next, we're gonna head up to the most northeastern spot of the map you can get to. It's over here, by where Grandpa's house is. Look for the screen with this green tree, and then head up to this area and walk north to go through the rocks. You'll end up in this area that looks like a new dungeon entrance, but when you head inside, you'll see it's just another dirty cave with a $100 rupee inside. Link's wallet only has room for 255 rupees, so if you pick up one of these $100 rupees, but you don't have room for $100 in your wallet, you don't get to keep it all. Once you get to 255 in your wallet, the rest of the rupees are wasted. With that out of the way, here's the third area where we can find another one of these caves. It's over on this side where we fought those blue moblins and blue octoroks. Get your candle ready and head over to this bush here. Set it on fire and it'll reveal the other cave. So now if we add up the cost of our candles, a big shield, arrows, a blue ring, and some good wine, we come up to $548. And then if we add up all these money caves, there's 4 $10 ones, there's 7 $30 ones, and there's 3 $100 ones. That comes out to $550. So you can get all the money you need to buy all these items just from these caves. You want to know what my favorite part of coming to Hyrule is? The rides. There's Death Splash Mountain, there's a log ride right by the beach, the haunted Kokori Mansion, and of course don't forget the Tektite Carousel. But you don't want to get caught standing in line for hours like a dingus. You gotta get yourself a fast pass. And I know where there's one just laying on the ground. We're not even gonna have to pay for it. But the only way to get there in the beginning of the game is to head through the Lost Woods. And the entrance is right next to that last cave we were just in where we picked up 100 rupees, so we'll start off there. Okay, from here we head into the Lost Woods. Now every screen is going to be the same, unless you take a very specific pattern. First, we're going to go up. Then, we're going to go left. After you go left, head down, and you have to follow this in order, and then we're ready to head left again. That's the only way to get out of the Lost Woods. From the Lost Woods, head north, and you'll find yourself in this graveyard. We're going to exit the graveyard to the east, and head all the way to the end where all the creepy statues are. Take the ladder to the right and head up into the next area. And then we're going to head all the way to the end of this row on the top. It's this statue that the Fast Pass is hidden under. Alright, let's try it out. It's that statue right there, Link. Touch it and then be ready for a fight. Great work. And the Fast Pass is just laying on the ground right there for you to pick up. Now that we have the Fast Pass, head back down the ladder we just came up. And then in the statue area, head up the other ladder we didn't take. And now that you have your Fast Pass, you can move this rock out of the way and head straight to the front of the line. Once you head inside, you get to pick from 3 attractions to head straight to the front of the line at. And just to make things more complicated, the 3 choices you have are hidden from you. And they're different depending on which ride you're coming from. So I'll go over it real quick for you. And then at the end of the video, I'll just test you to see if you were paying attention.
My dude.
First, we'll go over the 3 choices you get if you're entering from Death Splash Mountain. The path on the left is going to take you to the Haunted Mansion, the path in the middle is going to take you to the Tektite Carousel, and the path on the right is where we're going to find the log ride. And if you're coming in from the Haunted Mansion entrance, then the option on your left is going to be the Tektite Carousel, the option in the middle is going to be the log ride, and the option over on the right is going to be Death Splash Mountain. This time we'll enter from the Tektite Carousel area. That makes our option on the left the log ride, the one in the middle is going to be for Death Splash Mountain, and now the one on the right is going to be for the Haunted Forest Mansion. And now for the log ride. This time on the left hand side is Death Splash Mountain. In the middle you're going to find the Kokori Haunted Forest, and on the right is going to be the Tektite Carousel. It's these exact Fast Pass caves that Gollum took Sam and Frodo on when they went to Mordor.
Master must go inside the tunnel.
Now let's go over what we've learned. Pykel's shops are located here, Trikel's shops are located here, and Michael's shops are located here. Don't forget he also has his secret blue ring shop here. Grandpa's up in the top corner, and you can find liquor stores in these locations to buy bottles of wine. Plus Grandpa's wine cellars that we can find heart containers in. We went over the Lost Forest and how to get through there, and after you do that, you can go pick up your Fast Pass, which will let you ride Death Splash Mountain, the Kokori Haunted Mansion, the Tektite Carousel, and the log ride out on the beach. You'll find your 10 rupee caves here, your 30 rupee caves here, and your 100 rupee caves here. Well, there you have it. These are the secrets of the Hyrule overworld. Ah, wait, I've got one more to add to the list. If you picked up these heart containers and find yourself with at least 5 hearts, head up to this cave here. Inside, you'll be able to pick up the white sword. Let's check it out. So you're looking for the screen with this waterfall. There's a ladder on it. Take that ladder up to the next screen. But watch out for that nasty Centaur. If he's blocking your path, you're going to need to come back down and head back up. Hopefully this will respawn him in an area that's not blocking your path. Then you can head to the cave. Inside, the dirty old man will give you the white sword only if you have at least 5 hearts. The white sword's going to do double the damage. Now you can take the Centaur out in just 3 hits. If you have any questions or want to point out any of the secrets I might have missed, leave them in the comments down below. And as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and obey.